Oh, get into a bag, man. My mindset is elevated. Check it out, look. Hey, my Troy, I've been thinking about my mom. Honestly, I'm still fucked up about rock. Got me thinking about my dad. I ain't haven't been the past. Life been moving fast and it don't ever go as planned. That's why I'm hella proud of he picked that camera up. I remember my first, he picked that hammer up. Cause then I hope you know I'm praying for you every single day. Every time we talk on FaceTime, I see my uncle. Then I start thinking about Don. He could keep on going on. I know too many people try to fit him in one song. If you with me, then you with me, and I hope you sing along. 20K on taxes, Burberry in my glass. I look like stuffing money in a wrong slide to the bank. This bread all DK up, not at all. We ain't equal. You should see the fucking views. Scenery immaculate. I'm stacking at 24. Said I'm done with this rapping shit. 25. Just checked 25 last month. I didn't think I picked this fucking mic back up. I'm 35th and 19. My boy, where that cash at? Bitch in my cash app. Talking about a repost. I got hella cheat codes. I be my people. I was peeping through that people because I see the other side. What I'm about to tell you, dog, it really blew my mind. Think about it, brother, before you try to say I'm lying. I was only planning 10, but I passed that as 10. When you get money, you don't care about advantage. I can't grab a pass, kid, make paper back, flip it the bank like an addict. I have it, I ain't running out. I'm the type of motherfucker that keeps spending in the drum, dog. I got it figured out. Hey, keep going, dog. Keep doing what you trying to do. It took 3 years for me to make 20 bands off the dogs. You feel me? It took 3 years. It took me three seasons of Storage Wars to finally tell my girl, hey, get up, we gonna go get a unit. We made more than I ever did at work. You know what I mean? And guess what? I got let go this year. It don't even matter. I made it happen. 2024, I lost my job. Boo. It don't really matter though. Last year I learned voodoo. Long live Raj. I miss you. I'm still addicted. Only difference is I am no longer a victim. 100 grand, I predicted and I did it. And you know what that means. Now I'm focused on the million every day. I thank God just because we live it. To all my little brothers, you got it. Just stay committed. And all I need is pen and dumb. That's why They the ones who had me when I had nothing. They the ones who held it down. And now I'm son. So who you think I'm putting on? Like, come on. They don't even know. This ain't nothing like Joanne that you heard before. This is everything I prayed for. Why you think I'm gonna finally jump to the other side of that table? I'm heading down rich now, yeah, we all up. My bitch got the fist now, yeah, she dolled up. Been had the fish scale, you niggas all cut. I've been past the 100, hope you niggas keep up. And I ain't slowing down, y'all ain't messing with me. When a nigga had less, y'all wasn't checking on me. And I still cut a deal if you talking about three. Then I still cut that deal if you talking about three.
Walkout was clean. Puppies. I gotta go to the actual album, guys. We're gonna start in a bit. Appreciate y'all. Oh shit. Shit. That's what I should play. Quick, come. What's up with this? I need that Puppies and Bones, bruh. You're gonna have to look it up. That's cool.
For small business owners, taxes was more questions than answers.
Hey. 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 Look. I gotta thank God without, bro, I wouldn't be. I started with a half, now I keep a couple pieces. Proper preparation prevents performance. Money don't go on trees, but trust I keep a forest. And I grew up the poorest, dogs, but what's your excuse? I flip bags out the street in my daily commute. The south side to the east, dog, the north side to the west. If I make it back from Cali, thank God, cause I'm blessed. And I never got caught. Dog, I never broke laws. I put balls on motherfuckers just for running their jaws. Now, what you heard about me? Well, you gonna see. I don't play with disrespect, dog. Nah, me. I'm from California, I ain't. At the end of the day, when we flip bags, bank rags, fuck minimum wage. Bro, I grew up a bastard. It's only right I'm a rapper. Was always good with mathematics. It's only right I out traffic. I flip work, I broke bucks. I made it out the slums. I'm from a city now where you gotta keep guns. That's Phoenix, dog. The meanest weapon, harder than in the sun. And I ain't the only one, dog. We all got clips. But my clip don't jam. This that Russian stick. AK-47 just to rush a bitch. I got bitches for sale. I ain't talking about hoes. I made my first 10 grand off some cookies and bones. Niggas.
On some cubbies and bones, I have my little nigga coming up your house with some bowls. Pull up with the members and you know it's the goal. You better not play with big bros, have niggas right at your throat. She keep talking about her nigga, but she know he a hoe. One false move and you know we on froze. Raised not to fold. No, this ain't nothing I chose. AK with the stick and it came from big bro. We get it in by the low. Yeah, that's all that we know. I got to do whatever it takes to get my mama home. To get my mama home. I gotta do whatever it takes to get my mama home.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, man? We're gonna get straight into it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining tonight's call. You already know it's your boy Suave Flex, man, with the Splash Brothers, with another Sunday call. And tonight's a little bit different, y'all. Tonight's a little bit different. I know my brother Joe, we definitely discussed where only lifetime access members will get this opportunity to be in this call, okay? We're not doing no more freebies here. We're not doing none of that, okay? I think the value that we're given, especially, these Sunday calls to Joe, giving out plays, and not only that, doing one-on-one sessions. That's time, that's value. We got to start locking it up here. And, this is just respectfully, again, if you're brand new to this call, we're going to start square one, okay? TSQ, trend, structure, quarter levels, okay? And if you don't know what these orange lines are, you're going to learn today, okay? These are going to be our quarter levels. This is where we're getting the TSQ from, okay? This is the 4-hour chart. These orange lines, we're watching these quarter levels for them to break and retest for us to enter. And if it's not a break and retest, it's just a break, okay? We need a break. And that's what exactly we're seeing here today. You'll see this markup right here. I don't want you guys to get confused. Let me even delete the draw. No, it's going to delete everything. In this case, you have the orange lines, okay? Go back to where we started, square one. TSQ, $5,000 to 5,025 would be $25. In our pip formation, our pip count, that's 250 pips. Okay? Trading TSQ, you would have been able to catch the entry from market open. Why? Okay, when we're talking about TSQ, we're talking about trend, structure, quarter levels. Okay? Again, if you don't know this, then you need to do your one-on-one session either with me or Joe immediately, okay? So we can go to the hour chart, okay? This chart, it's not gonna give you where market open. We could find where it retested, gave you that perfect entry for them to evaluate. And then Joe talks about the tweezers, okay? When they're so close together like this, we already know the confirmation. Now let's go to the smaller time frames. We're going to go 30-minute because I have that on the chart right now, guys. So 30-minute, you've seen this right here, this retest. So when market opened and it retested this quarter level and did not break and close below this level, we know automatically what was going to happen. And if we want to go to smaller time frames, even the 15-minute, look at that. Started up here, closed, retested, closed above the quarter level, we take TSQ. That's automatic, baby. Right there, 250 pips. Did the little retest, boom, bam, profit, close it. We're done, 100 pips, 150 to 100 pips. Okay, so if that was a little bit too fast, let me go slower, okay? So 15-minute chart, we look for entry. When we look for entry, we look quarter levels. When we look at quarter levels, we look at these right here. Okay. Joe calls this stuff out easily. And that's why I'm able to teach every Sunday, because he can trust the fact that we're or that I'm teaching it correctly, or at least we're going to give the right strategy for you new students, okay? For us to really come into the market and for me to say, okay, look, this is going to be a TSQ buy. If you know TSQ, you know that this was a what? A retest. And if you want to go into smaller time frames, 5 minutes is my favorite. I love it. Market open. Look at that. Boom. Retested the quarter level. I actually caught the trade. I caught 125. I was straight. I was like, bro, right before the game, fire, bro. Fire. 125 in the bag, in and out. I told my wife, here's my phone. And I literally I was not on the charts at all. I was not on the charts. It was cool. But the fact that, you could see this happen so easily, guys. Like this is TSQ. Now, obviously, that's why we use proper risk management. Again, TSQ right here. Like some people would have got in right here, but that's why we put a stop loss. Like if you would have got in right here, like, oh shit, okay, I just got done watching the game. Let me go look at some charts. Boom. Let me see what's happening. Okay, shit, let me take this entry or even this entry too. Sometimes usually I'm that guy. I usually get in, but now I've learned to wait. I've learned to really, really fucking wait and really find that best entry to snap and really TP. I caught 250 on a actual like good TSQ trade. I took the whole 250 up because usually when these quarter levels hit, they're hitting that next quarter level. Like look at that. Quarter level retested, came back down a few pips, a little drawdown from where? 98. Ooh, that's not a few. That's not a few. That's like, yeah, more than 100 pips. So, yeah, you definitely would have got wiped out for sure if you have a good stop loss. All right, let's just be realistic. So that's why we want to wait for these kind of trades too, because this market could get tricky. So you got to really, really wait. That's what, again, you could be like Joe, where Joe does the break even trades. He'll go profit, break even. He would have smacked stop loss. Cool. Let's go it again. Let's fight it again. Boom. Hit break even right here. Fuck it. Or maybe a stop loss, little quick little stop SL. Boom. Let's try the next one. Boom. That's when Joe or me or whoever wanted to trade would have made that entry and took that trade in order for us to get literally break even, cup a little L, and then 250. On a point zero 0.01, you probably lost like $10 and you made 15 back.
Yeah, that's exactly how realistic a session will go.
And if you're a point zero 0.01, that's why I said $25, guys. If you're catching the whole 250, you hit break even, stop loss, boom, TP. And that was literally like the call that we called out. So you would have hit, even if you got in right here. If you got in right here, you got in this entry, stop loss. Boom. That's cool. All right, let's find the fucking next one. You probably would have waited for over here, or you probably would have got on right here with this TSQ, hit another stop loss, boom, go again. Again, that's why you use proper risk management so you could take these amount of trades. When Joe, if you've ever done a one-on-one with Joe, he talks about this, even with me, like, yo, this is how you should trade, Suave. Boom, boom, boom. Use this right leverage so you could take the amount of trades that you want to lose. So you're not losing you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, basically.
No, we wouldn't have hit stop loss right there because we would have got in on the left side.
Yeah, over here, way over here.
No, no, right close to your other entry. Like, look, go lefter in the middle, right there. We would
Yes.
have got in right there and
And then
hypothetically hit again, made some pips, got out. It's
yeah,
when you're over trading where you would even take that third and fourth entry, and then whoever's still over trading the fifth entry would have been successful. But because I said the entry one last week when I described it Thursday night and Friday morning, I told them the first entry would be with volume and it would blast through. And I
literally
said
what happened.
that's a micro retest, which you were explaining. So go to the 1 minute so they can see it. And I literally have it like jotted in the chat. Edgar knows, and that was my first entry, and it was a volume entry. I put New York though. It wasn't New York. Obviously, it happened today, at market open. But we know Sunday has just as much volume as some New York sessions. So that was the first entry I gave at the 5,000 level where it would break through. And then the second one would be a retest, which we could actually see happen tomorrow. If we get price to close above high enough and then retest and drop in New York to our our zone again, then we're confirmed. Like we want to get buys. We
Yep.
want to buy the rejection at supports. You feel me? We want to buy. We're not trying to just guess the support. We want to let it reject to the support.
Which is down here, guys, which is what he's talking about. The 49.75, which is a good support. Here, I'm gonna
Even if it's only 5,000, we want to see it. But the thing is, I want to
yeah.
see it close up higher and then come back down. Or maybe that was the little faint high and it does come back down a little bit lower to the main support. But around that area, we want to see the 5 minute rejection candles. We want to see the confirmations. Once we get the 5 minute rejection candles around those lower support levels, then we know, okay, this is a good risk.
You know,
Because if it's not forming the 5 minute rejection candles, you don't want to buy just off of support and catch a falling knife and it keeps going lower. Especially with where we're at. I'm not sure, but the last time I checked on the 4 hour, it's not even all the way above on the EMAs yet.
I haven't here. Let me throw up the EMAs. I took them off. There you go.
Let me see. This is a 4 hour. Let me see. Go down.
Yep, EMAs.
Where's your
These are the EMAs.
I can't see your lines. Hold up. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not even yellow, isn't above the red yet. It hasn't even crossed over. So I wouldn't be surprised if it flashed down just to take a couple people out before it actually goes up.
Yep. I see what you're talking about. This yellow crossing, how they usually cross, and what he's talking about, guys.
Because once it crosses over, now we know, okay, we're in bullish momentum again. And that's where it could have a
Right
run of
here.
candles. You know what I mean?
Look
Yeah,
at the
look at
run. Look at that. It's still running. Look, when it crossed right here, barely. This is a 4 hour. After this
exactly.
4 hour cross, all it did was just shoot up. Never came back down.
Exactly. But let's look at what happened before it crossed. So that way we could get an idea and a picture.
Right here. Right here.
That's
Right here.
before it crossed?
Right here before. So it crossed down right here, and then this is what happened. It consolidated. So these breakouts, exactly what Joe's talking about, what he wants, the breakout for it to happen. For it to be a continuation up is what he wants, guys. So look, right here would have been a
Yeah.
breakout, and it crossed over, continued up.
Yeah, but that one's a little different because look how it
Yeah.
goes back and forth in
Yeah, this
momentum.
is it's choppy on this one for sure. This is choppy.
But like where we're at, you could see price drop dramatically and then recuperate in a big ass wick and just end strong high up. You know what I mean? That's how you get them long wicks.
Yes, sir. So I don't know if anybody has questions right now. There we got 8 people on the call right now. Appreciate y'all again for joining up, for tuning in, because y'all could literally be doing anything right now. So if you missed the first half, we're talking about
But
TSQ. Go ahead, Joe. My fault. Go ahead.
another thing I was gonna say is no, we're not tightening it up just to tighten it up with these calls in our community and whatnot. It's just that we have enough paying customers right now where it just makes sense. We don't need to be wasting time with people that haven't invested into themselves. So we did the free thing for a while. We did the cheap packages for a while, and they're still good price packages. But it's just, you know what I mean. We have enough students right now where these sessions need to just be for you guys and anyone who's already in the community. Like, there's no need to try to beg people to we don't need to beg people right now. That's just the point. You know what I mean? Like we got momentum. People are making progress and stuff. So it's like we gotta just lock in with who we got, team huddle type shit, and just pay attention to everyone who's in the team. That's the only reason why I feel we should not do the just free calls anymore. But also too, if you guys have someone, a friend or someone around y'all and y'all want to show them the call, you could definitely show them the call. Let's get Day Day on the for some reason Day Day didn't get into the call, but if you guys have someone you want to show the call, I don't care as long as Suave doesn't care. I don't ever care. They could join the call. But it's just about, I don't need them necessarily just in here with 100 questions. If you have them in the call, more than likely you could answer those questions for them on your own time. You could be like, just watch it, whatever questions you have, write them down, and I'll help you out with after.
Y'all heard that.
Nah, yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Nah, except for this fool. Who's this?
What's up with you, Joe? My boy.
Nah, I'm just playing. What up, Alex?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Damn, this fool Alex a capper.
Hey, I'm trying to pull up to
Nah,
your food truck.
fool.
I'm trying to pull up to your food truck. Let's go.
I'm trying to pull up on y'all. I'm trying to pull up with y'all.
This fool says he's trying to pull up on us, and then we're gonna see him somewhere across the world with the
No,
Fast
He's
and
for
gonna
real,
be
for
in
Furious.
real.
China. He's gonna
Hey,
be in China to next week, bro.
he was just in
Fuck,
Japan with
bro.
Vin Diesel.
Hello.
This is crazy. Nah, yeah, bro, for sure though. That it's locked in now.
What? You
I'm
just
here.
said that,
I'm
gang?
here for real, for real. No more bullshit. So
No, bro, I don't even believe you. You're
I'll
like
see you
Tom
tomorrow.
Cruise.
You gonna still have the morning sessions or
Yeah, but you're just
or
like Tom Cruise in the morning. You're gonna be catching a flight.
fuck. Nah, for
Nah,
real though.
yeah,
But for real, you guys are gonna do the sessions in the morning?
yeah. Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Tuesday's the best day. I don't trust necessarily Mondays for the best. Like Monday's not always the best day. Tuesday through Thursday is the best days to trade. Mondays,
But we
a
could
good
even
day
just
because
link up and go over it. Just watch what's happening.
no, yeah,
Take
yeah, yeah. I
notes.
feel you, but I'd rather catch a good session where we could actually eat off of it.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's true too.
Cause then when we have a good session, it's been a while since we it's been a few meetups like well, not necessarily a while, but we need another one where we smack and then we go grab breakfast.
Hell yeah.
That's a different feeling. It's always cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Shit, Edgar just fucking ran it up today with a .6 on the open.
I seen it, bro. That nigga's getting it, bro. Hell yeah.
1.3, he took
1.3K on the day.
He's getting it, bro. I'm
yeah.
happy for him. He's putting in the work.
That's what you gotta
Don't be
do.
happy for him, food, get mad.
Nah, hell no. That just means I need to put in work too.
That's what I'm saying. You need to be pissed.
No, that's cool. We
Fucking-
own it.
I'm just playing.
Nah, hell
But
yeah, bro.
did you get other bro on the call?
I sent him the link. Data, you in here?
This fool Edgar in here too. Don't even say nothing.
I know, huh? He's not
I'm
listening.
here. I'm here.
He's doing security.
You
Nah,
know,
nah.
public
Just
dude.
mute yourself, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, Edgar, tell us how you're doing it. Tell us how you're
Hell
doing it.
yeah,
For real, show
I'm
us
driving to
some.
work right now.
Oh, Data,
Edgar's been
Data,
looking
you
at that
driving?
shit since Wednesday,
Yeah, I'm
like a
driving
real
right now.
student.
All right, bet. All right, so Day Day's in the call, man. You missed a little bit of what we were talking about. It's already TSQ, man. We're talking about these orange lines. If you don't have these orange lines marked up in your chart, I think they're very helpful. They're going to be helpful for what we're teaching and the strategy that we're teaching. So essentially, when we're looking at the 4 hour, we're looking at trend. So trend is right now, technically, I would say up from this point being right here. We're up. Once these yellow, or once this yellow EMA cross, like Joe said, it's the continuation. Right now, he said like that shit can plummet right now. Nothing has crossed. Nothing is set in stone. Like you guys see it just fucking around right now at 50.25. It doesn't want to. Soon if it would have popped up over that, then we would have got that retest right back, and then boom, we would have saw that jump, that Joe, exactly what Joe's talking about.
And what could have happened too was it is when Edgar closed his trade and when everyone was talking about it, it could have just kept pumping up and up and up, and then we would have all been looking at it like, dang, we should have got in.
I got.
But no, let's
Ugh.
let it close up. Let's let it keep going up, or let's let it retest down and catch a better entry. This entry, the only reason why I didn't catch it with Edgar is because I was streaming and I didn't really care to stare at market open. But I had called this trade out on Thursday. But look, it took that quick for it to fucking finally happen. So it is what it is. I missed it. But the good thing is that I wasn't a retard and I didn't just jump back in because I seen Edgar and some other people make money. I said, fuck it, it might crash back down, and then it went to 20, and I was like, oh, good thing I wasn't ego trading, like thinking.
What happened, Joe? You there? Joe, y'all still here with me? Everybody's here with me?
Yeah, we are. This was gone though.
Okay. You know, his Wi-Fi was messing up yesterday, he said so.
Yeah, cut off.
That's cool. Yeah, man. I hope it's not Cox, because if it's Cox, then yeah, it's the same shit with me too sometimes. Shit sucks. But all right, y'all. I don't know what he was gonna say. I don't know what he was about to say. It sounded very legit. That's why I was locked in. But get
Wait,
into
y'all
your
can't hear me?
there we go. Now we can. There you go. Hell yeah.
What the?
Were you
Yo,
talking,
yo,
Joe?
yo, what's good, Joe? What
Yeah,
happening?
what happened?
My boy just went silent for like
My boy
20
cut
seconds.
off.
Yeah, you cut off right there, brother.
What was I saying?
We was locked in, twin. We was trying to hear it.
Damn, that's all y'all get for today.
Fuck.
Nah. I was saying though, I didn't get in the trade just because whatever I missed it. I was on stream, but I didn't let emotions to force me to try to go. Oh, it's gonna keep going up. I was like, no, it might drop down. It might drop down. So it wasn't worth it. I missed out on the trade, but at least I called it for y'all. And Sunday's not my best. I don't always care about trading Sundays because Sundays isn't always this active like this, and it doesn't always respect the strategy as most. It's just some of these things right now, and you guys are gonna learn that. And like Edgar really has to lock in on his discipline after this season of winning he's having because this is like it looks like it's starting to go back to the way gold moves on a regular basis where it's not all hype and momentum obviously, and we do got the election, the new election, whenever that's coming up, that could shake things up. We'll see what Donald J. Trump does, and he has a good way of shaking up the markets. We have a new chairman, so we'll see how that affects gold long term. But we can't know until some months go by so we could see it. But with that being said, um, you know Edgar going in at market open, I've seen him take advantage of a few market opens now. And I've definitely had we have phases just like when it was easy buys a month ago and things were just smacking. If you think about it, we haven't called a sale in our chat for a long time. And even when we did, it was maybe like I don't know, maybe like 10 to 2, 10 buys to every two sales. We've been calling a lot of buys for a while now. So um that was just a good trend. Like the market acts in phases. So when you guys get in those phases, you guys have to know what to do. And when it's not that favorable, that's when you have to rely more on your discipline than just the opportunity. It's like if you're fishing in you're in a lake and at this one spot you never you know what I mean, you don't know what's in the water. You might catch a bite, there might be three fishes in the fucking water, that's cool. But if you go somewhere and there's a school of fish and there's 100 fish, you know what I mean, and you catch a fish, I'm not gonna think you're a better fisher than the nigga with the three fish in his pond because bro, you got 100, 300 fishes in there, like something gotta bite. So that's the mindset you gotta have. Like you gotta understand what conditions you're in, and right now, like Edgar taking advantage of that market open, that was dope because there's a lot of volume built up, and that's what I said where it could go. But my expectations aren't too high because of just the EMAs, and it could still drop down. It could just wick down crazy. I've seen it where kind of like let me see, where's the EMA right there on CJ's thing? Go to the left. Where's your look at okay, so the red EMA and the yellow one, look how it crashes down 1,000 pips before it comes back up. Look at right there in that area you were at, that yellow EMA, bro. It goes down. I see that. Yeah, it's going down hella pips. Look at the wick down to the down. Right there where you're at. Just the wick on the one candle alone, or even that bottom candle. The way it could just wick down, it could get nasty before it gets good. And obviously, you could take advantage of both. But if you're working with a smaller account, then you don't want to be playing mindset games and over trading and having too many entries. Obviously, there's more ways to trade when you have multiple accounts or when you have different sizes of capital, which we could start going over here in the future as we start grabbing bigger bags of capital, like with the fund accounts as well. But as of right now, this is the safest way I know how to flip and compound accounts. So that's what I teach you guys, okay? That's why I have the trading plan the way I have it set up. That's why I treat the mindset and the entries to every session a certain way. It's because it's the main way I know how to flip a little bit of money into a few hundred to $1,000. Like that's what's always worked. So that's what you guys gotta trust. and just keep practicing the discipline. Make sure you guys are taking your stop losses and walking away. Don't overtrade and don't change biases. If you're gonna lose, at least lose to the same fucking setup, so that way you can know in retrospect when you look back at it, like, oh, this is what I was doing wrong. If you don't do that, then when you go look back at it, you can't even tell yourself nothing because there was probably buys and sales. When you look on the smaller time frame, there's everything you want to see. So like that's what gets tricky. You have to know what you're looking for. We were looking at this trade since Thursday night. We were looking at this trade since Thursday night, and I remember Friday morning when I wake up, um, I think Edgar was like, "Fuck, I missed the when it went over 49.75 entry." I think he was already looking at buys from there. So you know what I mean? Just be patient. Edgar hit me up all Thursday night, I think it was, and he was like, "But what do you see, and how are you looking at it?" And blah 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 this and blah 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 that. And I said, "Look, bro, this
Bro,
is
I had questions.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. But this is what I said. This is what I see happening, and it ended up happening. It just took a little bit longer, maybe what like 12 hours, trading hours. Obviously Saturday and Friday. I mean, end of Friday and Saturday to Sunday. So what, 48 hours outside of the trading window. But eventually it happened, and Edgar was ready, and that's cool. And that's why when I missed out on the trade, I had to tell myself like, "Yo." I was on stream doing my other thing that I like to do, so it wasn't for me. Like I'm not trading right now, so I didn't let emotions try to get me back in. I just celebrated Edgar, celebrated Mohammed, and I kept it pushing. And then it's cool. CJ said he caught the move too. That's dope. And CJ said he even sent it in the Discord before it happened. So you know what I mean? Like you guys just got to pay attention and start marking them down and leave them on your trading view so that way you guys could start back testing and scrolling backwards. A lot of you guys need to start back testing. Alex, in the nighttime, whatever, you need to go look and see what happened and see, oh, how is Edgar coming up with these entries, and even back test the group chat because Edgar's been explaining some of his entries and they're spot on. Whether or not um it's just been spot on whether or not he's using EMAs, whether or not he's using different time frames and at different periods or whatever. Confluences work a lot of times, but I tell you what, there's 1,000 strategies out there, bro. Some of them 60% win rate, some of them 80% win rate. It doesn't matter. Some of them win in February, some of them win in March. It doesn't matter, bro. You can win with any strategy for the most part. It's the discipline that sets them apart from being profitable or not. And then on top of it, it doesn't matter. It's just what you train your eye to see. You need to be able to see the pattern, and then the edge comes from being disciplined and following your rules and having confluences that stack together. So it doesn't matter. Just back test and go look at what he's doing. And if you study what he's doing, eventually it'll make sense. Eventually your brain starts to pick up. There's a certain part of it is you need experience just seeing how these candles react and how they move.
And that's what exactly what you want to do with us, Alex. Do that shit like by yourself for a little bit, and then when we do link up, you're showing us like, yo, look, did y'all see this? This is what I was learning, what y'all was telling me to do, or just marking up your own markups and then sending them out. I think Edgar's been doing that too. He'll send out, hey, buy TSQ buy. Y'all are probably like, what the hell? Why is Edgar calling out trades?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah.
That explains
For
it.
sure, bro.
And this is, and I'm when I say y'all, I'm talking to everybody that that couldn't be on this live today who watches the recording. Like, this is it, guys. If you have questions, ask. All right. If you have questions, ask. I'm not gonna drop the recording inside of the. I'm not gonna drop it on YouTube. I'm gonna actually. What should I just drop it? I can't even drop it into the Discord. I could load it up.
On YouTube.
I could still drop it on YouTube, huh? All right, yeah, because it's not the
Yeah.
actual link. It's not the actual link. Yeah, you're right. But all right, y'all.
No, and anyone could watch our shit for free if they subscribe, bro. It'll be on YouTube for free.
Yeah,
and no one to ever take advantage of it. But the whole idea is that they can't be in my chat or in our calls wasting our time no more. Like We're not trying to push it to them.
Back. Sam, what's good, brother? You joined. I don't know if you joined a little bit late, but you see right here, study, talk about TSQ. I think you need. I think I don't. I don't even think you've ever did a one-on-one, bro. So we definitely need to do one for sure. You could do it with either me or Joe. Don't matter. Just hit us up, bro. Day, I think you've already scheduled that. Everybody else in the chat, if you haven't, or if you need some help, hit us up, man. Please, that's for real. I'm gonna end the call right here. I'm gonna end it with some puppies and bones, man. Much love to everybody. You already know. Let's get it, Splash Bros.
Hey, hey, look. I gotta thank God, without bro, I wouldn't be. I started with a half, now I keep a couple P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Money don't grow on trees, but trust I keep a forest. And I grew up the poorest dogs, but what's your excuse? I flip bags out the street in my daily commute. The south side to the east, dog the north side to the west. If I make it back from Cali, thank God, cause I'm blessed. And I never got caught. Dog, I never broke laws. I put balls on motherfuckers just for running their jaws. Like what you heard about me? Well, you gonna see. I don't play with disrespect, dog. Nah, me. I'm from California, At the end of the day, when we flip bags, bang rags, fuck minimum wage. No, I grew up a bastard. It's only right. I'm a rapper. Was always good with mathematics. That's only right. I out traffic. I flip work. I broke parts. I made it.